the Mystic Flare, sure, but it feels like if Mystic Flare misses, like Lifestealer can often infest through it, they have to sort of reserve the silence specifically for him.
Pathetic. I have my doubts about you. You have no power! The Master is here.
I'm feeling for this game some omelet, SNY, and then you decide. But even if you don't go omelets, SNY feels very good here. If you're playing Rage, nice Lifestealer, if you're getting AoE silenced by the Lifestealer, that's like something has gone very wrong at that point in the fight already, and you're relying on the, at that point Shadow Demon should disrupt you. You can immediately rage, even because the tick of the Shadow Demon with the disruption allows you to actually get off the rage before the Night Stalker silence. It shouldn't really be happening anyway, so for the rest of the team I think the SNY could be really good. Gonna get caught out right now. He's in a little bit of trouble in the middle of the river. Well, listen, you're an old man. You remember the early rules of Dota? What they said about this river: never cross the river in the early game. Regrettably, Noob gets caught out by himself, gets killed off. And the worst part about this, not that he dies, but the Hawk getting that first blood. I feel like this is not a game you want to be giving up early farm to this Dawnbreaker. She can really make or break your early initiations as Nigma.
Dark disappoint you.
Well, we'll see how things pan out in the early game. Mid lane, Sumail versus the Monkey King on his Magnus. Is this going to be yet another lane where Sumail ends up dominating despite any kind of reasonable sense? They might actually lose the Shadow Demon. He's fine. He's cool. He's alright. They should kill him, but there might be some revenge from the Hawk. Starbreaker's out. Refraction is back online though. So Miracle Gucci doesn't even pop it. Just flexing on his opponent, letting him know there's nothing you can do. Oh, they're actually going back in onto TA. Miracle falling very low. Starbreaker onto the Templar Assassin. TA almost dead. She will survive. In the meantime, mid, Sumail and Monkey King just doing a little bit of beef, but doesn't come as close as this Miracle kill. Almost. But now that he has the refraction back up, he'll turn his attention back towards 1J. Unfortunately, they pop the refraction very, very quickly. Still leads into a death onto the TA. And now they're bringing Sumail up. Skyrath Mage ends up losing his life. Frostbite onto Dahak. They want this kill. Sumail skewering forward, has the shockwave, dragging Dahak back in. The Dawnbreaker still alive for now. Goes in with the Celestial Hammer, but Miracle last minute with the secondary refraction, able to keep himself alive in that engagement. Might actually be able to kill Omar. He's attempting to TP out. He makes it. Not enough damage just yet. No items available for the damage. What do you feel about this Radiance on this Lifestealer here? My concern is that normally TAs don't really mind buying MKB regardless. What's your feeling? He's fine. Good shockwave. Here's the crippling fear coming in. Hex out onto the nice local, but they still get the silence onto Panto. Beautiful earth spike from 1J into a Dawnbreaker, showing off with the Solar Guardian. TA2000 rushing forward with the rage, but Sumail finds the rage onto 2. Unfortunately, the Infest Bomb provides enough damage for them to kill off the Magnus. Finger of Death ends the life of Noob, and now Miracle finding himself purged by the Shadow Demon. Starbreaker onto both him and GH. Boundless Strike kills GH. The right click kills Miracle. 4 heroes crumble before Sumail try to get the skewer. They will still get Panto though, so at least that's something, you know. It's not going to be a failed adventure in its entirety. Lorna might actually die here. Yet again, a very nice earth spike from 1J, but it's not going to be good enough. This could potentially open up a Roshan attempt because Noob wants to chase down 1J as well. Crippling Fear out from the Night Stalker. And so here to look for salvation potentially with the disruption, but unfortunately the RP comes out. Both supports dead. Double kill for Miracle. Dota 2, baby. Omar going to be open wounds, trying to chase down the Skyrath Mage. Omar not dead just yet. Sumail saving him. Skewer back. The Dawnbreaker will come in with the Solar Guardian, but it's not going to help out. TA2000 already dead. Now Dahak having to flee himself away, but Loranov trying to open up the fight on the background. Wukong's command closing off the area. They kill off GH. But in exchange for TA2000, that's a trade Nigma Galaxy will take all day, every day. We think this stack's going for the Lion. Easy. Before even... Bro, this is so nice. By the time he gets level 12, this finger's gonna do so much damage. They probably recognize that there's not that much out and out disable on the Nigma Galaxy lineup, so having that additional movement speed in the fights, I like this. I always like bomber boots quite a lot, honestly. Also some free attack speed for the lifestealer in these engagements, so that nobody has to burn AC necessarily immediately. But before that, when I see this first fight, RP going out onto the TA 2000 Lifestealer, but he got off the raid first and foremost. They turn their attention back onto Magnus. Mag is down. Still though, crippling fear flying in. Noob almost killing off the Lifestealer. Disruption will save him for now, but he should still end up falling. However, Larnov opens up the fight with a massive hook on Suman. Kills off GH, forces away the rest of Nigma Galaxy. They are trying to flee. Larnov is a major threat. Despite killing off TA 2000, he is much more dangerous as they find these run onto the Skywrath mate, kill him off as well. Larnov turns it into a 3-for-1 affair with a double kill for himself. Oh no, Lion. Ah, no! 100 HP, but he's fine. Panto, not gonna be so lucky. Sumail and Miracle seem to have caught up to Panto. Everybody else retreated from this portion of the fight, but Shadow Demon was caught a little bit lacking. Probably thought he was safe from the tier 1 tower. He is indeed probably going to end up dead here. Oh, what a player. Links past Noob. Not going to get caught in the crippling fear. Honestly, Noob could have just heads up died there. That was a close moment for him. We're going to see a battle of ideas soon because Roshan is back. To be taken. And he's going to be taken first and foremost. Well, not back, but the first Roshan of the game with an AD rune available on the TA. Would be Nigma Galaxy. Most TA games, the power spike is Roshan number 2, so Esports probably not worried about the game ending immediately, but no way to counter this one. Gonna be a tough time right now dealing with this. See Sumail also closing in on having a Yasha and Kaya. No BKB inside just yet from him, but we haven't actually seen any BKBs from Nigma Galaxy at all. Personally, I feel it's more justified on Monkey King than Lifestealer. Monkey hasn't really been like the first person. I mean, like, yeah, because the way that these fights have been unfolding, Monkey is very rarely the first person in the fight. We'll talk about it in a second. Because Monkey dropping down the Wukong's command. They put Noob inside it. Hexor as well. The Dawnbreaker ult will not connect onto him. On the high ground, there's the freezing field from GH. There's a 4v5 engagement because they did manage to blow up Panto, early keeping Noob alive. that fight was sort of an example of what I'm talking about. Think about how late the Monkey King got there. Like, he was allowed to just sit there. Wukong's very far away, thrown on a boundless, barely took any damage. I will say something that's becoming very scary is this TA scaling in damage. She has the Deso, Hurricane Pike, Bow Blink, and she's starting to build into having that Daedalus, which is going to be very, very scary. And all of this, of course, precludes having Empower on top of her, which makes it even crazier. But it's smoked up on the side of Chimera. They're going to come through the Twin Gate. Let's see if they catch up to Nigma. Free kill on the Skyrath Mage. Lauren off on the high ground. He can't get off the Wukongs just yet. Crippling Fear stopped them for a second. But Nigma seemingly do not have a real appetite for this fight. Will very wisely retreat away from this. Nigma Galaxy. Now what with this Aegis, right? So you have this Aegis, but you're still not able to reliably and successfully, like, you don't feel like you're the aggressor on the map, right? Despite having the Aegis. So what's the next play? Blink Dagger just yet on Nu, but they still have one on Sumail. Panto reaching forward, but neither of these teams have great vision. Panto's going to be the first one to fall here. Should be a fairly straightforward kill. Can they get more? They get 1J. Laranov just wants to leap himself away. Hurricane Pike was out, but uses the Aghanim shot. Boundless trying to get himself away. Still falling very low, but will drop the Wukongs behind him to cover the retreat. Nu really wants to chase, but unfortunately does not have a Blink Dagger to aid in this effort. We'll have to let these heroes go. He's trying to get his get back right now. Him and the homies are smoked up. Miracle right in front of them. Tier 2000 sees him, but Miracle does have a Blink Dagger. He's all safe. On the right hand side though, they go on to this Monkey King Laranov. He's going to end up dying here. Massive streak given away. So much gold. And they could still fight this though. Omar getting turned around upon. There's going to be the Starbreaker. They stun him up. They kill him. GH had the Frostbite on the tier 2000, but he rages, CP's out. In the meantime though, 1J not gonna be so lucky. Does get the Earth Spike onto 2, but Sumail's on the other side, has the right click damage. Chimera Esports, despite the fact that they're enjoying this net worth advantage, slowly but steadily, Liz, they've been feeding Nigma some very important kills. that exchange is also going to bring them towards having the Bloodthorn. Another silence for this poor lifestealer to have to worry about. Man, you might need BKB at this point. It's tough, man. Galaxy, they might be able to find the Dawnbreaker here. Dark gonna get caught out. RP will interrupt the Starbreaker. They should be able to find this kill. They also get the vision onto 1J on the high ground. Noob should be able to find him, easily bring him down. As he dies on the other side of the fight, Larnoff and the crew are hoping to try and find an assassination on the backlines. Not only do they fail, that they might lose additional heroes. Tier 2000 barely TPs out, but Panto not so lucky. He dies 3 for nothing. Nigma Galaxy not just back in this game, but feel like they are yet again dictating proceedings despite having lost the ages before they got aggressive. Nigma. The question is now, if you're Chimera, and now that the situation has somewhat slipped out of your hands, what's your best next play? Do you start thinking about BKB? Do you want to contest the next stages? What do you do next? And not gonna fall for it. I mean, you were mentioning earlier on in the game when you finished the Maelstrom that you would prefer the Gleipnir over having Mjolnir, and this is probably the result of that, right? Not as much disable as they'd like. Very scary moments has just emerged. MKB is available on this Templar Assassin. Also, Noob is not that far away from having a nullifier of his own. So these are major item timings for Nigma as they're heading towards the north side. They want to contest this Roche. The big man is available and he is sticking to the nighttime on the dire side for another 2.5 minutes. What do you do as Chimera to fight this? Nighttime, Darkness Session triggered out by Noob. Trying to get the vision onto Chimera. Does have this gem. Removing their wards. Laying down some TA traps in the meantime as well. Oh, they're trying to, but the RP finds two. It's the Monkey King as well as the Lion, and the TA 2000 Lifestealer was inside these heroes, so he is also going to be losing his life. All of a sudden isolated, trying to get himself away from this engagement. 1J trying to stand his ground, mana draining with the spell immunity is not going to help him out. TA 2000, as he's seen his allies evaporate before his very eyes, he sees his prospect of survival do the same. 4 heroes full. What a time to get an RP by Sumail yet again. The mid laner of Nigma bringing them to victory. not the first time that we've seen a team struggle to utilize Dawnbreaker against Nigma Galaxy. I think part of it as well is, you know, we were talking in the previous series about some of these heroes that have repositioning tools, like the Magnus. Like him just being able to constantly, the priority target just being drawn away from the fight, or even the hero that's jumping in doesn't like necessarily stay there. Makes it very hard for the Dawn to find these clean initiations, on top of what we were talking about earlier with the lack of overall quick, clean jump that holds heroes in position for that spell. You also have reached that point in the game that you were alluding to earlier. New SNY, Armlet, Nullifier, Phase Boost, Pally Sword. This man hits really hard even before he gets access to the Empower. So... Let's get the drag back in onto the Dawnbreaker. Missed the flare. We actually get to see it this time. Well, I don't know if you got to see it, but definitely Dahak did. He felt that damage to his face and he goes back to the fountain. They get onto this Night Stalker, burst them down. TA 2000, Infest Bomb with the life on Lion, but might not be over just yet. Larenov with the Wukong's command. They get the kill onto Noob. But 1J also dies. Doesn't fully feel like it's going to be the best situation for them to escape because Miracle is on the way. But if they can get out of here, it can feel very good. Omar finding the slows with the TA stuns. The slows, the silencers, Panto's gone. Look at TA 2000 trying to get himself away. Miracle opting to chase him and almost killed him. He's going to be fine in the end. It looked like it might have been okay. Larenov, no way he dies here, right? He should be fine. Coming in from Sumail, dragging these heroes beyond the Solar Guardian. Miracle trying to dish out the damage. Secondary RP will be there, but Larenov this time around has an amazing Wukong's command. They kill off Sumail. Massive speed going the way of the Hawk. Infest Bomb coming back out onto Miracle with the Nullifier on top of him. Tries to stay alive with the Hurricane Pike, but it's not going to help him out. Does end up dead, but he does have a second life. In the meantime, Omar finds the stun of the silencers onto the Monkey King. Monkey is gone. Miracle, life number 2, trying to survive. TA 2000 wants to chase down the TA. The Mount Bash, putting TA 2000 too far away from the actual TA. He invests into the Hawk, trying to escape away from this fight. Panto cannot find the disruption onto Noob. Noob flapping his wings, hoping to maybe blink back in, but will opt against it. Nigma Galaxy lose Sumail, they lose the life of the Templar Assassin, but still gain quite a lot in the process. A dieback from the Lion as well as a kill on the Monkey King. So although you took a lot of damage onto your tier 3 tower, you managed to keep it alive in the end. The only buyback expended was on 1J. It sucks that he died back as well, but you know sometimes it's better to get the dieback out the way quickly. So that's gone, not going to be a factor for the upcoming fight. 1J though, he's gonna be the one. He tried to initiate, but the trap silence catches him before he finds a stun. RP only catches Panto. In the meantime though, Sumail's the one that's in trouble. TA2000 came out with the infest. They've lost their supports, but they still want to fight. However, now that they have the rage finished, TA2000 trying to run away, crippling fear of Noob, chasing down the life stealer, and they are able to kill him. The Hawk also ends up dead. Omar making sure that he has the double kill damage. Larnar forced to leap himself away across the map, and the 4-for-1 engagement in favor of Nigma Galaxy. Especially when RP is already down. The Dinarax now under siege. They will be taken away as a similar way as the bottom one was. And they really don't want to buy back right now. You're in that super awkward situation. You don't want to buy back, you don't want to live, but you might be forced to do so anyway. Very least, Nigma Galaxy will show some respect. And, they're just going to retreat, wait for Sumail to come back in, give the empower to Miracle, leaving a casual 500 damage before crits. Nice and normal. Even short blinks, that's how confident he is. 25k net worth lead with lots of experience in their advantage as well. And they're going for the wrap. Dark Ascension now triggered out by Noob. Wants to blink forward and find some targets. They get the crippling fear out. They're looking for 1J first and foremost. Looks like this Lion will get disrupted to start off with, but at the same time Sumail skewers the Hawk back into the fight. RP onto multiple heroes. The Doorbreaker will come in. Buy back Solar Guardian, trying to save the TA2000 life stealer as well as the monkey. They succeed for now. TA2000 using the Aghanim Scepters inside Sumail. Unfortunately, as soon as he comes out right in front of Miracle, who right clicks him into oblivion. Godlike streak for the TA. She's just wreaking havoc in this fight. They find the Hawk on the north side, and as they kill him off, Chimera Esports throw in the towel. GG, well played is called. Nigma Galaxy take game 1 in these upper bracket finals for the ESL